Our topic today is about spoof text. Spoof is a funny and silly piece of writing, music, or theater that copies the style of an original work to make someone believe in something that is not true, as a joke. In other words, spoof is a text which tells a factual story happened in the past with an unpredictable and funny ending. Its social function is to entertain and share the story. The structure, orientation. Like other texts, spoof begins with orientation, introducing the characters and the background of the story or opening. Event. This part, the writer tells the normal event, what happened. Twist. Twist is the part of the text that turns the normal event into an unpredictable and funny ending. Characteristics. Spoof text uses past tense, action verbs, adverbs, chronological order. Examples. Text number 1. Honey, what is for supper? An elderly gentleman of 88 feared his wife was getting hard of hearing. So one day he called her doctor to make an appointment to have her hearing checked. The doctor made an appointment for a hearing test in 2 weeks, and meanwhile there's a simple informal test that the husband could do to give the doctor some idea of the state of her problem. Here is what you do, said the doctor. Start out about 40 feet away from her and in a normal conversational speaking tone, see if she hears you. If not, go to the 30 feet, then 20 feet, and so on until you get a response. That evening, the wife was in the kitchen cooking dinner, and he was in the living room. He tried to ask, "Honey, what's for supper?" No response. So the husband moved to the other end of the room, about 30 feet from his wife, and repeated, "Honey, what's for supper?" Still no response. Next, he moved into the dining room where he was about 20 feet from his wife and asked, "Honey, what's for supper?" Again, he got no response. So he walked up to the kitchen door, only 10 feet away. "Honey, what's for supper?" Again, there was no response. So he walked right up behind her. "Honey, what's for supper?" Jesus erred! For the 5th time, chicken! Okay, guys, I will read for you text number 2. Geography test. That day, my class would do a geography test. Everyone was busy studying. They did not even leave the class to go to the canteen during the break. Everyone felt that they had to study hard to get good grades. Actually, not all students. Andy, who was known for being a bad boy at the school, was playing football with his friends from the other classes. I can cheat, he thought. Mr. Morris was a strict teacher. Cheating during the test was not easy. But somehow, Andy always managed to do it and ended up getting good grades. The bell rang. All the students in my class went in. Then Mr. Morris arrived. He immediately shared the question sheets one by one to all students in the class. "Please do it individually. 1 hour," he said, giving the instruction. The first half hour was used by Andy to read the questions and try to do it himself. The harder he tried to remember, the more he forgot. All he could remember was the memory of him being punished several times. He didn't realize the time went fast. At the moment, Mr. Morris said that they had only 15 minutes left. From 30 multiple choice questions, Andy only answered 7 of them. Inevitably, Andy asked to cheat from Harry, who was sitting in front of him. Harry only showed his question sheet that also contained the answer to the left on his desk so that Andy could freely see it. And Andy straightened up, trying to cheat from behind. "Thanks," Andy said to Harry after the test ended. Harry just nodded. But soon he was surprised. "Andy, was there any of your questions that was the same as mine?" "What do you mean?" "Well, everyone got different question sheet." "Damned, I forgot." Andy's face turned sour. He forgot that last week Mr. Morris had said that the questions would be different from each other. Guys, this is the end of our discussion. Now it's time for you to write your own spoof text. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.